everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and welcome to May 1st. And this is the second day in the, let me find my piece of paper. I had a piece of paper with it written down on the Half-a-Ween. Well, shoot a monkey. I can't find it. Okay, let me see if I got another piece of paper and write it out on. So we're here for Nancy Piter's 3-day challenge. Let me write it out for you. And it is called #HalfAWeen 2025, and it's hosted by Nancy Piter. I think I'm spelling that correctly. And so we're on day 2, and this is just 3 days. And yesterday I did a 2-for-1. If you will remember, we were wrapping up the ABC April 2025 challenge. And so that was for the letter Z, and I used a zipper here and made this tag pocket with a tag in it, which I also used as my first day of the Half-a-Ween challenge. And now we're on the second day. And if you will remember, on day X of the ABC April 2025 challenge, I did X-ray and showed you how I made these X-rays. And today I am going to use, whoops, that makes it be shiny. I'm going to use one of these, and I'm going to use the hand. So if you are interested in how I made these X-rays, go to X is for X-ray on the #ABC April 2025 challenge, and you will see how I did that. And so let's get started. So I have this digital, which is from Tracy Fox. I'm going to move this back in a little bit so the lighting's a little better. By Tracy Fox, and it was for her Creep on June last year, and it is a little file folder. So I have made this piece of coffee dyed paper to go on the back side of that. So I am going to use, there's my other piece of paper. I knew it had to be somewhere. I am going to use my glue stick. I'm going to bring it up just a bit. And we're going to use this negative right here. Or not negative, but X-ray. I am going to use my glue stick on this to get it onto my coffee dyed paper. And this is going to be how I am lining it. Oh, wait, no. I can't do that yet. Ooh, shuckaroos. I wish I'd started putting it on the other side, then I could just do it. Okay, well, I can't do it yet. Well, I'm just gonna have to go ahead and do it, and I'll figure out something else, because I was going to make a window and put this negative in, and I wanted it to be in between the two things, but can't do that now, so we'll figure out something else. Because I already had glue on here, and I'm not up to trying to figure out how to get it off. So we're just going to go ahead and put this down and go forward with it, and we'll see how it turns out. So we're going to put this down, covering up the back of this digital here. And I didn't get enough glue here. And did I get enough over there? Let's see. Yeah, I think I did. All right. And I did that just because that's quicker than the other kind of glue. And I have this, so I need my little scoring board. Get that real quick. So we have a little file folder. And I am going to score right here on this little white line, which is where you're supposed to fold that. So let me get my bone folder, and let's just score right down that line. Just like that. This is like a 3x5, something like that. And then I'm just going to score that. Fold that over. So now we've got this lined. I have a little bit of trimming, or I don't really have to trim it. I can just do. And then I'm going to score also right here where this folds, because I'm going to fold this inward, just like this, okay? And then I'm going to mark this, and I'm going to cut this right about right there. My little trimmer. And that is the base of our project for today. So this is called Half-a-Ween. And the reason for that is because this is the halfway mark to Halloween. So it is called Half-a-Ween. Okay, so now I want to ink. So I've got my inks here. So let's ink up. I'm going to do it in black. And I think I want to trim this just a bit. To get that little edge off. And we're just going to make a little flippy flappy folder thingy. And so let me ink around here in black, because it is Halloween, or it is a Halloween make. So let's get going on that. Now, ink down this side with this folded, and I need to cut these corners rounded, just like that. And just like that. And then let me trim this so it doesn't show outside of this. Okay, there we go. I need to round this a little bit. Right there. Okay, that's a little bit better. So I hate it that I forgot to cut the window out before. And we're going to ink inside here as well. Did I get glue on that? Yeah. So let's get the ink inside here. All around here. I might round these corners on the inside as well. But I think I'll do that with a corner rounder. Hopefully it'll be the same size corner. If not, it's okay. It doesn't really matter. Let's make a little bit of inking right here. For some reason it doesn't seem like this is very juicy. Let me see about rounding those corners. I think this might be like the medium size of the rounding corner rounder here. I hope so. Maybe not. Well, that might be good enough just to get that little sharp corner off. So that's good enough. Doesn't have to match it exactly. Ink that back up. Okay. Now, what I want to do here, this is going to turn this way, and I want a window for this x-ray to go in. And so I want to take this out like this. And I'm going, let me do this so I can also see where the lines are here. I'm sorry if I'm talking too soft. I don't mean to be. So let me speak up a little bit as I go. So we're gonna ink up these inside creases so I can see where each piece is, just like that. Okay, so this is going to fold up like this, and I want to make a window right here. So I will take my negative, I'm just going to put it right in the center, and say I wanted to put the negative between the inside paper and the outside paper, and I glued it before I remembered to do that. So we will need to make a different plan. I'll have to go back and erase these lines because I'm going to cut. Well, I'm hitting my camera. Gotta raise it up a little bit. Come on. There. Good enough line. Let me get my cutting tool and my cutting board. And let me do that again. That doesn't look right. I don't want it to be crooked. So I'm going to raise it up a little bit more, and I'm going to draw you in so you can see what I'm doing. There. Now maybe I have room for my pencil. Okay, so we're going to put it here. I'm going to draw a light line down the side here, across the top, across the bottom, and then down this side. Okay, that's better. That's better. And then I'm going to take my cutting mat and my cutting knife. And the nice thing is my ruler is magnetic, and this is a magnetic board. So, wait, let's do it over here first. Can see it better. So I want to go inside, and let me make a little mark as to where I want to go inside. I want to go in about as much as that black line is. It's not going to go in much. Okay. Let's just do it this way. Like that. Cut here. And here. And just about, I'm leaving about 1/8 of an inch inside the frame, I guess. I'm not measuring, just doing, not measuring. Let's see how I did. Probably have to get my scissors in here, get it cut out. I've got the sun. I sit across from the window, and the sun is coming in the window. It's in the evening, about 7:30. And the sun is shining in. And I'm sorry if I'm out of frame. I'll try to be better. I'm not doing anything important. Not anything that you wouldn't already know how to do. Okay, so add that little piece. Now, that's going to go like that. Let's burnish that down. And I am going to put this in here, just like this. Let me ink around that. Opening, aperture, fancy word for opening. And then well, first let me erase the lines. So this is not a very difficult project. It's just something that I thought I'd try and see if I can make it happen. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue just right along the edge. Not very heavy, so I don't really want it to seep out. So these quote-unquote x-rays are actually copies of pictures of x-rays copied onto a printable inkjet printer, printable transparency. And one side is rough and one side is smooth, and the rough side is basically the front side. Oh shoot, I was going to ink that after. I am not with it today as usual. So let's see if we can ink it in there a little bit. Maybe not get ink all over everything. I mean, glue all over everything. I'll have to glue again. That just irritates me that I didn't remember. I'm trying to do this kind of quick because I don't have much time. That's part of my problem. Part of my problem. Okay, that's all right. And then we'll ink on this side real quick. Not going to get too much showing on this side, probably. This seems to be really dry, and it's new. I mean, it's fairly new. I mean, it's not brand new, but it's fairly new. And I wouldn't have thought it would be dried up by now. There we go. That's doing better. So this is a little black ink pad that was Colorbox, I think it's called. And that ink is gone. And so I've just been using that until that sponge runs out. I'm going to use it as my inker for the black. Okay, so now let's make sure we're putting this the right way. I want it to go in here like this. And this is going down like that. So let me try this again. Y'all are probably hollering at me going, you didn't ink like you said you were going to. And I didn't. But we're okay. It'll be all right. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's spooky stuff. And this is going to get mostly covered up with the edging around the x-ray. So anyway, this then I cut the images up so that I had separate little x-rays. And then I took a marker and marked around the outside so it would look like like you might get at the doctor's office. That's going to go just like that. Just like this. Okay, there we go. Did have a little bit of bleed over right there, but it's not bad. Oops, I just made it be bad. Okay, this is not good. Okay, it's just gonna be what it is, because that kind of, the glue messed that up a bit. So I hate that. Can't seem to get that off either, because this is the side, and that's what I didn't want to happen, was this very thing. Okay, well, it's just gonna have to be that way, because this is the rough side, and it is taking off the ink also. Well, shoot, see that? Oh well, it'll just have to be that way. When it dries, maybe it'll be all right, but let's move on. So I have this flap, and I'm not going to do anything on this flap because I didn't want anything to show through the background, but you can make it show through. That really irritates me right there. Since I don't have anything over this, I may print that out again and do another one. Put my lid on, my glue here. And I was going to leave this open so you could write on it. And if you have writing behind that, where's my, here. If you have writing behind that, behind this image, it's not too bad. See, I wiped this finger off. I should have just let it be, because it was not squeezing out much. Oh well. Anyway, so if you have writing behind it, that looks pretty cool. So if you have your own handwriting behind it, that'll look pretty cool. So I was going to just make that be like that, because I then wanted to put this, which is from a set of medical learning cards, or flashcards, kind of, if you will. And I wanted to put that in here inside the file folder, and I did not want that to show through because it could. That's a little harder to see. So I wanted it to be like that so you could see it well. Yeah, I'm probably going to take that off and do another one. I don't like that. Anyway, so you know that that's going to rub off if you get glue on it. Anyway, so that's what I was going to do. And then I was going to put, I have some, how did I do with them? Okay, here they are. I'm not doing so well, am I? Okay, I had some images that I was going to see about putting on here. I had this hand, which I thought was kind of cool. And I need to cut it down. I'm going to rip it. This is from a magazine. And so I thought that I would just rip this, put this hand on here, because I liked the way that looked. Then you would have the hand on top of the hand. But I didn't want it to, so I'm going to tear this too. So this is from a magazine, or a catalog. I think it actually was a catalog, and it's some creepy something you can get for Halloween. And I like how that looks. And so I'm going to also do this way. this like this over this, and I will use, let's see, that's gonna, I don't really want that to show out that, so I might need to pull that down a little bit more. Let's make a pencil mark. Oh, that's not straight. Oh well, doesn't matter. Because I don't want this to go out past this, past right there. So I don't want you to see it. So I need to cut this off another little bit, not much. And move it over again. So I'm just going to tear it down some more. And just put this right here. Just like this. Because I like the spooky hand. And another, and like I said yesterday, is I was trying to do some things that didn't require much in the way of purchased ephemera and things. And so I tried to think of things that I could use, and I always am taking catalogs and whatever and pulling out things that I think I can use for various different things. And so I thought this little hand was really cool and really just kind of the perfect thing for this. I think I got it probably last year. Smooth that over just a bit. Okay, there we go. Let's smooth that out. So this is just a quick little piece of ephemera you can stick in a pocket. And I want that to fold inside. So this is a fold out like that. And I am using things that are not something you have to go buy. Okay, so that's going in there. I'm not going to do anything right here. That is for writing. I will take this out and redo this. I think I'll be able to tear it out pretty easily. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You get the idea. This is going to go in here, but I'm going to print another one and not get glue on it, I hope. And I will do the marker around it too, so it will look like the same thing. It'll be the same thing, but I'm not going to get glue on it. Okay, so that's that. And let's see what else I want to do. I want to do a little bit of stamping. But I didn't take out everything I have for Halloween. I have lots of stuff for Halloween. And I just didn't want to take out everything. But one of the things I do have, which is really cool, this is an actual label from real embalming fluid that I bought off of some site. Vintage, it's a vintage thing. So let's see, I'm not going to use her. I think that's all I'm going to do is this spooky hand. I do want to do some stamping, so let me. I don't have any Tim Holtz Halloween stamps because I'm not buying that. But let's see if I have some remnants of things here that I can put along the edge of this. Like this little bit of stuff here. I can put it along the edge here. Yep, I like that. And I can then also cut it down so you still see, oh, my big scissors. Cut it down so you still can see the tab, because I want you to be able to tell there is a tab there still, but I want this, so let me take this. I'm going to see if I can tear it a little bit. I want to have the stitching, and I want you to be able to tell, so I'm going to have to cut it, I think. I want you to be able to tell that there is a tab. So let me go to right here, and let's do it like that, and cut this down. Just like this. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be neat. It can just kind of be wonky. All wonky. Yeah, there we go. See, I just want the, yep, that's good. Like that. I'm going to cut it down this side a little bit too, because I don't want to cover up the fingers of this spooky hand either. So let's scruff this up a bit and put this down here like this, right along the edge. Let it overlap a bit. Let's make this side a little bit wonky if I can. Yeah, there we go. That's good. I don't know if I can do it right here or not. Okay, that works. So I'm going to put this right here and down here. And this is just a real quick little idea to use as a bit of ephemera, a bit of writing space. There we go. Okay, like that. Let's move that over just a little bit. And a little bit down under here. Very good. Let's do it a little bit better. There we go. So that's a way to do some things too, is stitch on fabric, stitch on your paper before you put it down, and then you can just glue it down and it looks like it's done. Okay, I like it. I like it, I like it. Okay, now let's see. I may cut this up and put a little bit of this. I think I'll do that. I'm going to cut this up right there and put this right here. I'm going to cut out the whole label. Put this right here. Yep. It's Thanatoid Chemical Company. And we're going to put that right there. And I'm going to see if I can find another little bit of scrap. Something. Okay, I've got this little cheeseclothy stuff. We'll put some of that under there. It's just basically strings, but I think it's mummy, from the Dollar Tree. I think it's called mummy cloth. I think it's from the Dollar Tree. I got it several years ago. I've just, you know, keep it for this sort of thing. I'm going to take that and put it under here. Cut this off right here. Spread that out a bit so that we have some bits sticking out like that. Put this on top of here. Yeah, I like that. I know it's red and the other stuff is pink, but I'm okay with that. Okay, that's good. That's good. Stick that on there. You can hear this dry glue on the back of this. Don't put it upside down, Pam. Don't do it. Okay. I want that to spread out a little bit more. Come on. Spread out. There we go. So I want to be able to see the strings under there. Okay. I like that. Okay. The reason I would have done it over the top, but the reason I didn't is because I didn't want it to show through when you opened this up. I didn't want the label to show through. So if that's going to stick, it might not. It's not acting like it wants to. Let's put some on the fabric as well, on the strings as well. And that way it should stick. There we go. Looks like that. Okay, that's cool. Like it. Okay, and then my little, this little thing. And we can put, oh yes, we can do something like this over here. You know, I'm just pulling things out that are laying on my desk. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this over here. Do this on the back. This one on top. Oops. Just like that. Kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to put that on. Go ahead and stick this down. I like this. Or do I like the green? Would I like the green better? Let's see, I have a green one too. Let's see if I like the green one better. Nope. I want the black one. So, let's get this down. This will take a little bit of time. Not too bad though, with my little tiny glue bottle. Going on the bigger dots places, just like that. Let's glue that a little bit there, here, here, and here. I like Halloween, but I don't decorate for Halloween, but I do like to make Halloween journals. Or ephemera, or whatever. Okay, then we're going to pat that down. Didn't get any on this. These, I missed these. There we go. Okay, snip that off. And then I like this brown over it like this. Yes, I do like that. So I'm going to snip that off right here. And this is just going to go right here, just like that. Or like that. I like it. I might like it like that better. Yeah, I think I do. I think I do. I'll bring it down. Let's cut it off right here. And I think I'm going to bring it down right here. Right there. Right like that. Yep. I would have turned this over the other way, but it's got this pattern on the back side. So that isn't what I wanted to see. and I've not participated in a, as Belle at Bella Boo Creations says, spooky season. I have not participated in anything that had to do with spooky season before, so I thought this is a easy little thing to get my feet wet, if you will. I am not one to do a whole lot of tutorial. I mean, I'll do a tutorial, but just to create something on the fly is not my norm. So you have to bear with me. Okay, so I like that. Is there anything else I need to do, want to do, should do? Don't want to do anything else. I don't know that I do. Wrong side. Nope. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I wanted to do some stamping, but I don't have anything. I mean, I do have some Halloween stamps, but it's not like words or anything. And I might want to put this little guy, or maybe up here, this little round thing right here. It says, I can't read it. I could put this down here. How about that? Let's do that. See if I can cut a circle. Not guaranteeing. Really not guaranteeing. But maybe not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here. I'm not gonna do anything under it. I'm just gonna put it down. Right like this. Just right there. So maybe this is a little ad for this embalming fluid. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is get my favorite script stamp, which is still over here. I still have it out. And that's a good thing. Okay. Yes. I do still have it out. This is my favorite little script stamp right here. If I want just a little one, I like this one. These two are my faves. Let's do it with this. And so I am just going to do a little scripty right there. I'm just not right. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little scripty right here. And right here. Let's do it again. Let's put a little more ink on there. I'll do it all the way across on this one. And I'll put it underneath. This underneath here. And do this one all the way across. Just like this. Okay, like it. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Beating this, but let me tell you what I am going to do there. Oh, do I want to do that? No, I was leaving this so you can write on it. Leaving that as a writing thing. And then you can use a paper clip to keep this closed. It can go in a pocket. And you can do additional things to it if you want. But I think that's kind of cool. So now I'm going to redo that. Not right now, but I'll show it to you. If I get it done by tomorrow, I'll show it to you. Tomorrow's the last day for the hashtag Halloween 2025. because this was only a 3-day challenge. So I need to fix that, and I think that'll still come up. So know that I'm redoing this, and I'll show it to you tomorrow. Of course, that's not too bad, even at that. Not bad at all. But I don't want that. I wanted to use the the X-ray. So I will print another one of those, and we'll get that in there, and I'll show it to you tomorrow. But for now, that's what I've got, and that's what I wanted to do. You could continue to decorate, do more, but that's what I wanted to make today. So thank you for coming along. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed some of what I did anyway. I may put this little circle right up here. I have not decided, but yes, I have decided I am going to do that. So let me get it cut out. So that's a way to make one label stretch a little ways. It's not going to have any gold around it because I had to cut into it a while ago. So I'm just going to put that up there, just like that. I don't know if it can ink. It's foil, so I don't know if it'll ink, but maybe it will. Yeah, that works. And I do it across the top of this a little bit, tone that down just a bit, and I'm going to go ahead and put this up here. I don't know what this says, but hopefully we'll get it right side up. I think it's this way. And we'll just do that right there. And this was just by the seat of my pants. No plan at all, except that I was going to use the file folder and the X-ray. Other than that, no plan. So there we are. That's what we have. Could do some stamping around this as well. And I will, again, I'll show you the finished. If I do more to it, I'll show it to you too the next day. Tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you've just found me, thank you for coming. Welcome. And if you've been watching me, thank you. And I'm glad to see you back. And if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get further videos from me. And again, this is Half-Ween 2025, hosted by Nancy Piter. Go see what others who are doing. She's got a whole list of 7 or 8, 10 people or so that is doing this Half-Ween, that are people that you know and have seen, and then anybody can join in. So this is my take on that, and I'm gonna let me cut this down because this is a little bit too, I don't want it to show out the top, and I do have room to cut this down, so I'm gonna cut this down a bit like that, ink around this, and then we'll be done. This is going inside the little folder. And this is from a medical flashcards kind of thing. I have a whole big stack of medical things, and I thought these two things, one thing would work in there as well. So that's going to go in there as an insert into that. That will go here when I get the right thing in here, just like that. And then that's like that. So thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.